Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing absolutely fantastic. Important note for all YouTubers out there. When summer comes, make sure that you carve out time to do videos. Two things will happen. Number one, you won't be able to do videos because your schedule will not permit it. Number two, if you do not do said videos, you will have problems speaking in front of your camera or your iPhone or whatever it is, and you will have to do one video like 3 times. Who knows how many times I'm going to have to do this before I get it right. So with that, let's get going. I think this is going to be Tell It Tuesday. I don't have any questions, so I'm just going to tell it. So here's what's been going on. You guys know I got married. Did you know I broke my toe? Like, did I mention that? I broke my toe. And with that, I am not doing the manis and petties at this time because, well, broke toe. So, back up. For the wedding, what I did was I got my nails done, both manis and petties, and they were so cute and sparkly, and I really loved them. They cut them. No, I let them grow long for the wedding because I wasn't going to be playing anything. And then after the wedding, came back and I did this. And they cut them short for me, and it was wonderful. So I could still do everything that I needed to do, but they've grown, of course, because you can see, and it would be time normally, but I don't want to go there and not be able to do the petty. So I thought, hey, let's go to Sally's Beauty Supply and get and do a DIY on this. So I looked online and said, how do I get that gel craziness off? And it said just use straight acetone and to rough it up and to do a couple of things. So I got the stuff that I think is going to work, and we're going to try it, and we're going to see if it really does work. So here we go. Right now at Sally's Beauty Supply, Beauty Secrets, which this says acetone nail polish remover, and it says dissolvent, and I did look at the reviews, and they said that this does work really well to get the gel off. So there you have it, Beauty Secrets, and this is the acetone. Do not do the non-acetone because it won't be strong enough to eat it and make it come off. And then, you know, like how they, when you get there, they do the stuff and they do the cotton balls, which I got, and then they wrap it in the nail foil. So I picked up, I thought maybe I could just use regular aluminum foil, but this always seems a little thinner, and I have that heavy duty stuff, so I thought, well, let's just go the easy way out, and because they were already pre-cut, and do that. And then I got these, you know, the emery boards. One is medium and one is fine. So this one is medium. Oh, so these were buy 2 get 1 free. So that's really why I ended up with 2 of these. So this is medium, and it's violet, and this is a fine. And what they said was to take it and to just kind of buff over the top of it. Would just kind of, what it does is it breaks up that top coat to make it a little bit easier to get to the rest of it. So we're going to do that. And then when I do my cutting and actually filing of the nails, I think I'm going to use that. So this will be for the top coat. This will be for actually, you know, making the nails pretty. And then I thought, well, I could try my hand, which I have not been successful at to date, but I thought I could try my hand at actually painting my nails. And I don't know why. Now, I have to say, as that Happiness Sparkles, you are going to find this very funny because what I actually picked does not go with my personality at all, and it is, they are of the brown series. Now, she knows that I am not, hey gal, by the way, she knows that I'm not a brown lover, but for some reason, when I went in, you know how they have the nail sticking out and you kind of put your nail under there to see how it looks? I mean, this looked just really beautiful and natural, and I thought, oh, that's nice. Maybe I'll do that. And then I thought, oh, I want to have the, you know, the one wild nail. So I did those. So I am hoping, we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. So I'm probably going to be cutting this video on and off. I don't want you to have to be with me forever as long as this process is going to take. So at this time, I'm going to take these rings off, and I'm going to put them in where they go every night. in the rings and things, and we're going to start off. So I think what they said, you know, don't do a whole one, just take some of it, and that's what we're going to do. So we'll take about that much, so that much is left, just a little bit off of it. I'm going to open this, okay? There we go, got it open. I'm going to just kind of pull them out and let them sit on top, and then I'll just kind of grab them as needed. By the way, before we get started and going too far, the current bag that I am carrying is the Never Full PM. I have to tell, I love this bag. I know that every bag I have, when I show it to you, I always go, I love this bag, but you guys know that's my personality. I have to tell you, I really do love this bag. I love the MM, but it is usually a little too big for me, and what I do is I stuff that puppy full, and then I can barely carry it. And as much as I do love it and I do carry it, it's painful. So a lot of times I will go and grab something else when I know that there's potential for me to overwhelm it. So I got this, and I gotta tell you, you can stuff it, but you're not going to overwhelm yourself. And here's what she looks like on the inside right at the moment. And we'll do a what's in my bag. You know, maybe in a couple of days, but I love that. I absolutely love it. Okay, back to this stuff. Can you tell I'm avoiding? So this, I pulled this off of this. A little nervous about it. I hope this turns out okay. I hope I don't have to make an emergency trip tomorrow. At least I don't have any kind of meeting, so if I'm a hot mess tomorrow, that's really okay. We'll see what happens here. So what I did, I just kind of, you know, doused it pretty good. We're gonna start with the thumb here. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Ooh, that stuff smells. So let's do that really quickly. Oh, it's stinky, stinky in here. Oh, and I can't get this open. I'm lacking motor skills tonight. I don't, help. Okay, there we go. So what you do basically is just kind of go over it, because the whole point is to just kind of buff off that top layer so that the nail is, or the polish, I guess, is ready to receive that acetone. So kind of like that. And I'm not gonna stay on while I do all of these. Like, I'll shut it off and come back. But I think that that's what it needs to look like. Being the very knowledgeable person for getting the nails off. So there we go. There's the difference between those two. And here's what I think we do next. Wait, let me take the rest of it off down there, because we want it, you know, we want it to be open and free in all areas. So we would take that, and then we simply, so I'm gonna do the thumb, we simply kind of sit that right there on top of it. Maybe that's even too much. I think I'm gonna go smaller the next time, and see how thin this is? That's really why you wanna get it rather than just do your own. And you just kind of take it and you put it like right there where the crease is. You just kind of want to put it back there. And then you just kind of wrap it. And ta-da! And we're going to do that to all of our nails, and I will be right back. Okay, so things that I have immediately learned. So I've done all the kind of buffing on it. Much harder to do this side than to do this side. And then this actually was a little bit too much. So what I've started doing is pulling off just a tiny little bit. And I'm going to start putting them, and I'm going to do them all, because I tried to do one on my first finger and then start doing the pulling and separating, and it did not go so well. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put them on all of the fingers, and then I will be back. The next thing that I started doing was I poured it in the lid itself, and then what I do is I just kind of dunk it in that lid. And then I simply lay it on top. Oh, let me get a little bit more there. I simply lay it on top of the nail. And then when I come back with this, I actually go back, I do it the long way. And I come back a little bit farther because, well, then it stays on a little bit better. So I just kind of wrap it around. Oh, I'm doing this very badly when it's on the camera. And then I just kind of flip it over. And then I just try to call that. Why couldn't I have done it as good as that one? I don't know. So there you have it. Still going. Be right back. Next thing that's really important to know is, well, that little lid is going to continue to empty. And once you get this hand done, it gets a little more difficult. It's like when you used to play video games when you were much younger. Or maybe you still play video games, and that's cool. So the levels get harder as you go to the next one. So what I've started doing is putting it on. Oh gosh, this is a hot mess trying to do with these. So I'm not that great on this other side. So how do people do these DIYs? I don't know. So we might end up doing this side and then waiting 10 minutes and then coming back and doing the other side because apparently I have no life skill for this. So we'll see. But what I've been doing is setting it on top of the nail and then bringing my finger down to the table itself, laying my finger on top of the foil, and then just kind of folding it over. So, yep, I can't do it. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do these, and I'll be right back. All right, hey, I think it's been time, and I did not finish these other ones like we talked about. So I'm gonna pull this off, and I don't really know how it's doing, and I didn't get one of those little cuticle things, so we're gonna try to find maybe this, or maybe I'm just trying to find something here that will work. So it says that we should just merely push, and so that's what we're going. Oh, and it does. It is kind of pushing off. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I can do it kind of this way. It's not a very good one. We're going to try this. Well, I got to say it's not awesome, but I'm going to try it with my fingernails now. Oh, it's coming off. So you can always use your fingernails. And that's working just fine. Perfect. Okay. So here we go, and voila, it's completely off. Now, I gotta say, oh, my nails are so rough, and I guess that's where they buff it to put the actual gel on. So I'm gonna have to give my nails quite a bit of love, I'm guessing. Oh, let's just go ahead and take all of these off. There we go. Oh, coming off really well. Let's call this experiment, I'm so sorry guys, let's call this experiment an absolute success. Oh, I love the fact that you can just peel it right off really quickly. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the other finger, and it's getting kind of late here, and the video is going kind of long. So here's what I recommend. I recommend that I'm going to finish these up. We do a secondary video tomorrow, and we'll get them filed down. I'm going to try my hand at painting them. You have no idea how badly this is probably going to go. I got halfway in this and went, I mean, honestly, probably better to just go ahead and get the manicure. But hey, we must try some things sometimes. So I guess with that, everyone have a wonderful evening. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you didn't, that's okay. Thumbs down. I personally am very excited because, you know, well, I just saved myself a little bit of cash not having to go there, and I'll start doing this again, I think, when I can start getting my petties. Now, there is some still left on this one. I got to tell you, this is my hand that I use to play more often than not with the strings, so I'm probably not going to worry about that too much, and I'm just going to cut below that. So I think all in all, I mean, it really doesn't look that bad. It looks like I really got it, and there you have it. So complete success. Anyway, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you haven't. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.